From the heart of a country rediscovering its strength, this is the Corelli radio program, a place where clarity, dignity, and personal responsibility still matter. Welcome to episode 2. I'm Sid Corelli, and today we're exploring something foundational, something that shapes every decision you make, every challenge you face, and every direction your life takes. Today's theme is personal agency, the quiet, powerful idea that you are not merely acted upon by the world, you are a creator within it. Every episode follows the same rhythm: a theme, a story, a principle, and a way to apply it in your daily life. And at the end, we connect it all back to the prime law, the principle that protects human freedom at its root. Today marks the beginning of something new, not just for this program, but for the movement we're building together. Because today, I'm announcing the launch of a weekly letter, a quieter, more reflective space where we slow down enough to think clearly. The first issue arrives this Wednesday, April 1. Let's begin. We live in a culture that trains people to feel powerless. Algorithms decide what we see, institutions decide what we're allowed to say, experts decide what we should think, and somewhere along the way, many people begin to believe a dangerous lie. My life is happening to me, not through me. But agency, the ability to choose, to act, to direct your own life, is the antidote to that lie. Agency is not loud, it's not dramatic, it's not a slogan. Agency is a posture, a way of standing in the world. And once a person reclaims it, everything changes. Let me share a simple story, one that illustrates agency better than any lecture. Two farmers live side by side. Each year, storms will come through the valley. Some years are generous, some years are harsh. The first farmer, he blamed everything on the weather. If the rain was late, he complained. If the sun was too strong, he cursed it. He saw himself as a victim of the sky. The second farmer did something different. He studied the soil, he adjusted his planting times, he built channels to redirect water, he prepared for droughts and stored for winters. Same storms, same valley, same conditions. But one farmer waited for the world to change, and the other changed himself to meet the world. That's agency. Not control over circumstances, but control over your response to them. So what does this mean for your life? It means you don't have to wait for perfect conditions. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for the world to become easier. Agency gives you the power to begin, even when the circumstances aren't ideal. Here are 3 ways to build agency today. First, start small. Agency grows through action, not intention. Second, own your outcomes, not with guilt, with clarity. When you own the result, you gain the power to change it. Third, stop outsourcing your thinking. The moment you reclaim your mind, you reclaim your direction. Agency is not about controlling life, it's about participating in it fully. The prime law says that no person or institution may institute force against another. Why does this matter? Because agency cannot exist where coercion rules. A person cannot be responsible for his life if someone else is controlling it. A society cannot flourish if its citizens are treated like subjects. Voluntary systems built on choice, not force, create the conditions where agency can thrive. When people are free to choose, they become accountable. When they are accountable, they become capable. When they become capable, they become strong. Prime law is not just a political idea, it's a human idea. It's the foundation of a society where individuals can rise. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode helped you feel even a little more capable, a little more grounded, a little more in control of your own direction, hold on to that. Agency is built one decision at a time. This Wednesday, April 1, the first issue of a weekly letter arrives. It's the written side of this movement, the part where we build the language, the clarity, and the character behind the work we are doing here. If the radio program is where we explore ideas out loud, the letter is where we refine them, where we slow down, where we think deeply, where we build the foundation of a voluntary, dignified future. Choosing to subscribe is an active agency. It's choosing to think, choosing to reflect, choosing to walk with this movement from the beginning, and I want you there with me. If you want the written side of this conversation, the part we build together, join the weekly letter at my website. The first issue arrives this Wednesday. If you'd like to continue this journey with others who value clarity and personal responsibility, join us in the Corelli community. And if someone in your life has been feeling stuck or powerless, share this episode with him. You might help him take his first step back toward agency. Until next time, stand tall, act with intention, and keep choosing your direction. Thank you.